It's Razor Bobla!
No, I didn't do anything.
Wow, what stunning moves by Angelina Jolie in her action thriller Salt, in which she plays a CIA agent accused of being a Russian spy. But guess what? She has Singapore to thank for all that. Those slick action moves of hers were choreographed by Singapore-born taekwondo expert Jennifer Phillips, who is also the only prominent female fight choreographer in Hollywood. A true blue CHIJ girl who went to Catholic Junior College before leaving for the US 23 years ago to further her studies, Jennifer is the brains behind fight scenes in Kung Fu Panda.
Behold the ancient styles of Kung Fu.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
The wars.
And Eclipse.
She's still human. The Volturi don't give second chances.
Jennifer was back recently to promote the upcoming Singapore Toy, Games and Comic Convention, which will feature lifestyle performances choreographed by her. Razor TV caught up with her and asked her what it was like to work with Angelina Jolie in Salt.
Angelina Jolie really does all of her own work. She's a really hardworking actress, really nice woman. She's done Tomb Raider before, and she did a lot of her own stuff. So she's done a lot of action herself, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So it wasn't like she had to start from scratch with somebody who's never done, any kind of action or real active body movement in their filming. So there were a lot of dangerous things. Like there's a sequence of her on top of a 16-wheeler where she's riding on top of the truck. She really was on top of that truck. So I have personal footage of it, and she really is on top. She's, of course, rigged up to make sure she doesn't fly off. However, things do happen. And, if she does fall off, she'll be banging on the side of the truck. It's like the scene where she was outside the window scaling the walls with the dog in the back. That really was her outside the window. But, of course, she was rigged up. But still, there's a certain element. Anything can go wrong on any given day. So
you would think she would be pleased to see the final product on screen. But no.
Did you see the movie? Yeah, I haven't. I don't want... it's terrible. I don't ever watch anything I've done. And the reason I learned really early on, that I get really frustrated because you spend 16 hours doing a sequence, and then you go to the movies and you don't see it on film because it's been cut. Or what happens is what you thought was the best sequence gets cut. And then you're thinking, why did they show that horrible sequence? So after the frustrations of the first 2 years, I decided I don't watch it anymore.
So how is Angelina Jolie like off camera? Does she come across as a devoted mother?
She definitely is really devoted to her children. Absolutely. I mean, there is no doubt. Like I said, this woman is absolutely amazing, but she's not the only one. There are a lot of other people. Like Johnny Depp is very devoted to his family as well. It's a side you sort of get to see, and you realize that they are human beings just like everybody else. It sort of makes it a really personal thing. Once again, because I'm so used to it, I don't even notice it. Be like my friend with the kids or something. It's not like I'm going to, go scrutinize every single thing. People always assume that, it's almost like you attain a certain level in movies. And I don't think it's any different in Asia than it is in the US or all around the world, that you get to a point where you're unapproachable. I think what happens is that, like for me, every single person I work with becomes a colleague, just like you going to work. So in the first couple of years, I was really starstruck, but you're trying to act really cool and that you're not starstruck. But you get to a point where they're just like everybody else. And I think that part of the unapproachability is because they give up so much of their personal life. It sort of makes you a little bit guarded. So it's not that on a personal level they don't want to be, open and available. It's just really difficult when your entire private life is just out there for the world to see, and you're sort of almost judged. On a given day, you've got cellulite on your, not so complimentary, body parts, or, they're talking about plastic surgery and just different things. It just makes life really difficult.
Up next, we ask Jennifer how she got her big break in Hollywood. Surprise, surprise, it has something to do with Johnny Depp.